video. Hey everybody, it's our last e-learning video for our class, and I know this has been a struggle, but we have gotten through it. This is our last week of class, and then next week is going to be used to do any makeup work. So today we are doing the triangle sum theorem. You will definitely need to know how to do this next year in geometry. So I'm going to kind of introduce it to you guys, and then hopefully you guys will kind of have a good understanding for it for next year when you guys get into geometry. All right, so I've put together some guided notes for you guys, and you have an exit ticket to finish up the work. So we're going to start off with this right here, a couple notes. The triangle sum theorem. The main thing you need to know is all triangles, every single triangle, a right triangle, an isosceles triangle, a scalene triangle, a right triangle, an obtuse triangle, an acute triangle, an equilateral triangle, all triangles will add up to 180 degrees. So all the angles inside of that triangle are going to give you 180 degrees. Okay? And then the one we're going to do today is a right triangle. It's going to have just one 90-degree angle. And we know there's a 90-degree angle when you have this little box in the corner. That tells me it is a 90-degree angle. So the triangle sum theorem is when you have measures and you're trying to figure out how much the angles inside the triangle add up to. Okay, so every angle inside the triangle is going to add up to 180 degrees, and then a right triangle is going to have one 90-degree angle. Okay, that's page one. Now, let's look at an example. So you guys have a picture, and it says, what is the measure of angle D? And these pages are sticking together. I am so sorry. Here we go. So if we look here, we have this triangle. And the first thing I notice is I have a what? I have this little square in the corner. So this tells me this is a right triangle. So I know that this is equal to 90 degrees. So the measure of angle G is 90 degrees. I know that. All right? So we know it's 90 degrees. The other thing we know is this angle equals 41 degrees. We are trying to find angle D. So if I add angle G and angle O together, I'm going to go, the measure of angle D equals 90 degrees. You can't see that, let me rewrite it. The measure of angle D equals 90 degrees, which is this one here, plus the measure of 41 degrees, which is right here. Do you see that? Which will give me 180 degrees. Where do I get this 180 degrees from? This angle plus this angle plus this angle is going to give me 180 degrees. So when I add up 90 and 41, I get 131 degrees. Okay? So is this equal to this? No. So if I just go 180 minus 131, I'm going to find the angle D is equal to 49 degrees. So this right here is 49. And how would I check that? 90, 41, 49, 0. 4 plus 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9, plus 9 is 180 degrees. So that definitely works out to find out what my answer is going to be for my angle. So that's how we find it when we're given one angle and then we know one is 90 degrees. Now on the second one, I want to look at what is the measure of angle X. So I am trying to find this right here. I know 65 degrees and I know 30 degrees. I'm trying to find my unknown. This plus this is going to give me how many degrees? It's a triangle. So if I were in class, I would call on someone, they would tell me it equals 100 degrees. So I'm going to say 65 plus my 30 plus my unknown, so I'm going to call it X, is 180 degrees. This plus this will give me 180. So 65 plus 30 is going to give me 95 plus X is 180. How am I going to find my X? just subtract that 95. So x is going to give me 85 degrees. And if you want to double check your work, 65 degrees plus 85 degrees plus 30 degrees, 5 plus 5 is 10, 6 plus 1 is 7, plus 3 is 10, plus 8 is 180 degrees. And you guys have your calculators to use. All right, I don't have the calculator to show you on the thing. All right, so all I'm doing is adding these two angles plus this to get to 180 degrees, because every triangle is going to add up to 180 degrees. Now the last one. This one's a little more work, but you guys can do it. All right, it's really not that hard if you guys do exactly what we've been doing. So we're going to take this by baby steps. We've got to figure out what is x. All right, well, I have an x here and an x here. So what we've got to do is, we know this is equal to what? It's a right triangle, so we know this is 90 degrees. So I'm going to take my 90 degrees, and I'm going to add my x and my 2x. This plus this plus this, the entire triangle is going to equal how many degrees? 180 degrees. All right, it's going to equal 180 degrees. Now what we do is we combine like terms. So my x's are like terms. So 2x plus 1x is going to give me 3x. And then I'm going to go 90 plus 3x equals 180 degrees. 90 plus 3x is 180 degrees. Then, to find my 3x, I'm going to subtract my 90. I'm just solving a regular equation like you did in Algebra 1. So that's going to give me 90. And now you have to just divide. We've done this before. You should know how to do this. When they're attached, it's like when you're in the halls, we tell you to separate. So you're going to divide. So we divide both sides by 3. So x is going to be equal to 30 degrees. So we have the first angle here. So measure of angle A is 30 degrees. We just found the value of x. But we've got to figure out what 2x is equal to, because that's what we're going to want you to do. So what is my measure of angle B? All right, guys. All we do is we take, this is what? 2x. We just take this and we go 2 times x and we get 60 degrees. Huh? And then C is 90. And if I add it all up, let's see if it works out. X is 30. So this is measure of angle A. B is 60. And C is 90. 30 and 60 is 90 plus 90. And I have 180 degrees. Whoa. It looked really hard, didn't it? But with your fabulous minds and your fabulous teacher who guided you through it, you guys could do it. All right? So you guys are going to have a short exit ticket to do. It's a couple questions. It's the last thing you have to complete for me. Then what you need to do is, this is the last lesson for the thing. Next week is makeup week. Nothing can be submitted after next week. If you have the grade enhancement test, you need to have that submitted to me by Thursday of this week. All right, you messaged me and I've told you about it. If I don't have it by Thursday, I cannot give you credit for it. You have to make a 70% or higher. All right, guys. I have really enjoyed working with you guys this year. I'm sorry that the end of the year turned out this way, but reach out to me. Be sure to come visit me next year. I'm still in the same classroom. And you never know. You could always have me as a teacher again. Okay? Stay safe. And I will see you guys next year when you are a year older. All right? Love you guys. Miss you guys. Bye-bye.